Yeah, so this is a part one of my disorderly conduct story. I mean, you definitely shouldn't get arrested a lot. It's not fun. It's not a good time, but there's certain things about being in jail that like I like. I just get to sit in there and they bring me my food and, you know, all this other stuff. And you can kind of work yourself into certain places and stuff to do in jail where you can make it a decent time for yourself. But it's definitely not a place where you want to be in for more than, a few weeks or a few months, because those days can really drag on, as you're trying to get through the day. So definitely don't get arrested. And, I did 6 months in jail and that sucked. And I was supposed to do another, 5 or 4 months, 3 or 4 months more. But then COVID happened, so I got let out. But anyways, my disorderly conduct story. I mean, honestly, I didn't think I'd get arrested for it. I just had some words with some people at Quick Trip, and they didn't really tell me to leave the property and whatnot. Like, once the girl kind of was recording me and like I was yelling at her, she kind of said like, oh, like, do you want me to call the police? I'm like, fine, I don't care at this point, just do it, whatever. And so she did. And that was because earlier in the night, I was at a bar drinking, I got into it with my dad. I don't know, he's just been acting super weird lately. I think he's like a cult leader, or he's I think he might be like a satanic warlock for the satanic temple. No one really understands because they think he loves Jesus, one of those things. And well, yeah, so I got in a fight with him. I was really scared about going home. I didn't want to talk to him. I didn't want to get into another fight. I didn't want to do that. So I just stayed at the bar, and I think the bartender could tell it was just one of those nights where I just needed a place to get away from stuff, so she took care of my drinks, and she's pretty cool, honestly. Like, I wouldn't mind getting to know someone like that. Like, you can kind of tell with people that they have like a cool personality, and they're like not too bad to get along with and stuff like that, and kind of cute and stuff, so it wasn't like I was drinking like super heavily or whatnot. Like, I swear this chick looks like Bobby Altoff. Like, I swear to God. I think that's Bobby Altoff's doppelganger. She just like walked by my car, but whatever. So pretty much, yeah. So like, I wasn't bothering her too much. We were just talking back and forth. I asked her some questions, like blah blah blah, and then I started playing my gambling games, and then I won like, I think like $20 or $25 from like 2 machines. There's this like football machine and another machine that I won some money at. So I ordered some more drinks because it's pretty much like free drinks or whatever. And there's one guy in there that seemed pretty cool to talk to. Like, he's talking to me about like certain music and stuff. It almost seemed like he knew who I was, but he didn't want to like say something. And then this old man, I think he was from the Smiley Cult Killer, Smiley Face Killer Cult. I think he came in to like check on me because they send their agents, to check on things. And he kind of like, we kind of had some words. I kind of called him out, and then at the end he walked by me. He's like, I'll see you soon. And they touched me and left. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, man? Don't touch me like that. Did I say you could touch me, old man? So after all that, I left the bar, said goodbye to the bartender, told her I had fun, and then, I went to Quick Trip. and I don't want to go home yet because it's still dark out. Like, I don't know if my dad's like outside creeping around, you know. So, you know, I'm sitting at Quick Trip, and I go kind of sneak into the bathroom, and no one really knows where I'm at, you know. So I kind of just sit there and rest my eyes for like an hour and a half, and then, you know, I get up, and that's when I had the words with the people that work there or whatever. So yeah, it's like my bad for yelling at you guys, but you guys were like actually like pissing me off, you know. Like, just leave me alone. Like, you don't need to check on someone who's been sitting outside and drinking your products for like 5 minutes, you know. Like, if I was out there for like 2 hours or something, or like 45 minutes, yeah, I would come and check on me. But like 2 minutes, like drinking the stuff I bought, like that doesn't seem right, you know. And then I kind of walked away once we had words, and then the cops basically picked me up a little farther down the street. You know, I didn't really have any like arguments with them, you know. They kind of just were doing their jobs, and like, I guess that's the law. Like, disorderly conduct is something that's arrestable for a misdemeanor in Sauk County. And then, you know, the highlight of my night was probably being handcuffed by this really sexy woman cop. I mean, if you think about it, like, I would love to be a cop to like train with her and train like certain shooting drills and stuff like that. I think that'd be really fun to go to this shooting range with a girl like that. I'm gonna be honest, but this is just part one.